Tuesday, May 26th, another beautiful day for some baseball. And on top of that, we get the Oklahoma City Thunder going up against the San Antonio Spurs for Game 5. And in this video, you're going to be getting 12 of the best player props for that entire slate. We've built a 3-man over in the NBA, a couple 2-mans and 3-mans and 4-mans in the MLB, all of that right here in this video. On top of that, you're going to get my favorite players that hit a home run on Tuesday, and then we're going to follow all of that up with the sportsbook play of the day. Who's going to win, who's going to lose, the unders, the overs, all of that right here in this video. So if that sounds good to you, let's go.
Sub to the channel, we drop picks on the daily, dropping knowledge every day, and you don't have to pay me, we just keep stacking wins while the rest moving lazy.
Now before we kick off the video and get into all these free plays we have in store for you for Tuesday, go on ahead and smash that like button for me, and make sure you're subscribing to the channel as well. We drop these every single day, never missing a beat, so you're going to want to make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a free play drop. We cashed 2 yesterday, to include this one with Junior Caminero, Yandy Diaz, and Jacob Mlb over here. A nice 2.6x payout on that one. And then we also cashed the 2-man Jacob Mlb and Shohei Ohtani as well for total bases and strikeouts. And if you paid attention in that video, I told you Shohei taken for 1.5 when that line is available. This one was a nice 2x payout for you guys. We missed by 1 line on the other free play, and then the Rays lose in the 13th inning, so we did not cash our sportsbook play of the day. But yesterday's video had a ton of success cashing these 2 plays. And if you want to get more free plays every single day and the ability to lock these in without coming out of pocket, go down below, visit my buddy Stan down in the description. He's got ways for you to do all of that and more. And Stan down there in the description is going to send you on over to the Stan.store, where if you go to that big, beautiful golden W right there at the top of the screen, you will be able to get more free plays every single day, cheat sheets in the MLB, home run cheat sheets. We're just heating up. The season is young. We'll be here all season long, so get on over there, join the free plan, get the free Discord as well, be a part of our community, and come cash with us every single day on over there at Winible. And if you want to get premium plays for 45 days for absolutely free, go on over to Kalshi, use code FFAPE. You get a free $10 when you deposit only $10. And on top of that, you'll get that 45 days of premium plays so you can lock in every single day and build your bankroll over there. And for all your player prop needs, Kalshi does have some, but I highly recommend Sleeper. Code FFAPE, you get a free $20, a $100 deposit match, a free square, something like Aaron Judge under 99.5 total bases to add to some of these plays here that you'll see in the video. And on top of that, a free 30 days. Any one of these player prop apps that you sign up for, and Polymarket as well, you get a free 30 days of premium just for signing up, getting your promo funds, and then you get into premium and you get more free plays every single day. So take advantage. Prizepicks is another great option where you bet 5 and get 50 as well. But tons of ways for you to build your bankroll without barely coming out of pocket, locking these plays in for free, getting free squares, discounted lines, and that all-inclusive, very exclusive premium over there on Winible. 45 days for Kalshi, 30 days for any of those other apps down below. Now, before we get cooking into the video and the free plays, we have one last thing that we need to get off our chest. Gambling involves significant risk. There's no guarantees of profit, and you could lose some or all of your money. The content in this video is for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute financial or legal advice. Past performance is not indicative of future results. We are not responsible for any losses that may occur as a result of using the information provided here. Viewers must be 18 or older or legal age in their jurisdiction to gamble. If you have a gambling problem, please seek help. Responsible gambling resources are down below, to include 1-800-GAMBLER in the United States. This video does contain affiliate links. We do receive a commission for signups made through those links. Now let's get into the free plays. Player prop number 1 over in the NBA. We're taking De'Aaron Fox over 15.5 points and assists. Now, Spurs win or lose, it does not matter to me in this spot because De'Aaron Fox has not gone under this line in this series. In fact, he hasn't gone under this line in his last 10 games. He's averaging 23.9. I do believe that he's going to be able to get well above 15.5 here in this spot on Tuesday for us, win or lose. As you can see, in their last victory there that he played, it was 103-82, and he got 17, contributing in that victory. And even when they lost by almost 20 points, he had 21 points and assists in that one as well. He's 90% against the Thunder. I do think he's going to have to be heavily involved on Tuesday for the Spurs to have a shot. I think he's going to have to take the ball into his own hands with Victor Wembanyama getting triple, quadruple, and 5-man double teamed, I guess you could say. Everybody's guarding him, worried about him. De'Aaron Fox is going to sneak through. I think this is an easy number for him for Tuesday, so we're taking him for over 15.5 points and assists. The next player we're going to target is on the Oklahoma City Thunder, and that's Isaiah Hartenstein, over 7.5 rebounds and assists. You can lock this one in on Prizepicks because you can adjust the rebounds and assists. Back when we were doing the NBA player prop videos and absolutely dominating, we took advantage of this because not a lot of books allow it. Prizepicks does. Sign up with code FFAPE, bet 5, get 50. Take advantage of being able to wiggle this line down a little bit. I do kind of like him for that 9.5. He's done it in 3 straight games, but I think this 7.5 is easy buckets, no matter how good of a game Wemby has on the boards. Isaiah Hartenstein has been sneaking in and getting his rebounds as well. I think he could hit this 7.5 with rebounds alone, but we get the assist there as a little cherry on top. As you can see here, he's done it in his last 3 games. Win or lose, he's been crashing the boards and getting his assists. Now, back on the 18th there, game 1, he did not hit this line, but that was a very, very weird game for them. And ever since then, he's been doing very, very well. They've made the adjustments that they've needed to make. So we're going to take Isaiah Hartenstein over 7.5 rebounds and assists. Next one, a little bit of a risky one here. We're going to take Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. We're not going to take him for 29.5, though. I do not feel like sweating. He could get over that number, but I love him for 25.5 here in this spot. I think this is almost a must-win game for the Thunder. At home, they have to take this one after falling 103-82. A big hiccup in the series there, only scoring 82 points in that game. I do think they score well over 100 once again, as they have throughout the series. Now, game 5 is going to be tricky, but I am leaning Thunder winning this one at home. I do think it's going to be a back and forth. I think that's what the NBA wants, especially after the sweep with the New York Knicks here. They are currently up 109-76, and we did have the New York Knicks in premium, so that was absolutely beautiful. A lot of people were on the Cavaliers thinking they'd sneak a game in. We were the opposite of that. But I do think that this game is going to probably go the distance. I do think Adam Silver's making the call. The NBA seems more rigged than any other league. I don't really like watching it, but I want to be able to make some money on it with you guys. So we're going to take Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. We're knocking it down a little bit here. 24.5 points. Mr. Flop himself. I am not a fan of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at all. SGA, to me, is just he's a good basketball player, but he does a little bit of fraudulent shit way too much. But we can still cash in on him. I think he's going to have a decent game here. As you can see in the 82-point loss, he got only 19. Other than that, he's gotten 26 and 30 in this one. His line set all the way up at 29.5, so the books are leaning that he's going to score 30 points. I do kind of feel like he's going to get right up at that number, but I want to be able to not sweat with you guys. So we're going to take him here for just 24.5 points. Next, over in the baseball department, we're going back to the Rays. Call me crazy, but I don't think they're going to have 2 bad games in a row. We did have Yandy in yesterday's video on Monday for 0.5. I told you guys I liked him up to 1.5. He didn't get there. He probably would have, but they put a pitch runner in for him. He didn't get all those at-bats like everybody else in those extra innings. I do think that Tampa Bay is going to come back with a vengeance in this game. Too good of a team to lose 3 in a row. They lost on Sunday to the Yankees, Monday to Baltimore in a game that they should have won, a game we had them winning, and now they're going up against Shane Baz, another bad pitcher. I mean, if the Tampa Bay Rays can't beat these bad pitchers on the Orioles, then I don't know what the hell's going on. They're the number 1 team in the East. Do I think they're going to end the season as number 1? Absolutely not. I got the hat on of the future 2026 World Series champions on my head right now. But I do think that the Tampa Bay Rays are going to have a very successful season. I do think they're one of the hottest teams in the MLB, even after these 2 games that they just lost, both in heartbreaking fashion. One with an Aaron Judge walk-off on Sunday, the other one in a 13th inning defeat on Monday. Now, Tuesday, I think they turn it around. I do like them to win the game. It's not going to be our free play in the sports books at the end, but I do love them on Tuesday. Like I said, I just do not think they drop 3 in a row. But I love Yandy in this spot to get back on track here. As you can see, he just got that 1 hit. But like I said, this game was super low scoring until those extra innings because the teams just kept going back and forth. You got to remember somebody starts on second base. Pretty easy to score a run in the extra innings with somebody already in scoring position. He was ran for in the 9th, had his opportunities, so I'm not going to let him completely off the hook here, but I like him to bounce back in a big way on Tuesday. As you can see here, he has very few, especially in his last 10, back-to-back games where he has not cleared this line. He is averaging 3.1 in this last 10. And honestly, the best spot to take a player in the MLB is right after they didn't have a good game. That is the little cheat code for you guys that I absolutely love working into all of my plays. As you can see here, against those righties, 308 batting average. So yes, it's red on your screen, but that's still a very good average in the MLB. And Shane Baz against those right-handed batters, listen, the Orioles pitching staff is just not good. They weren't good. Kyle Bradish wasn't good on Monday. He pitched very well, but he's not a good pitcher. Shane Baz, we'll see what he does. He did fairly well in the first game of that series, 1.50 ERA in that game. Didn't record the win or the loss, but didn't give up a ton of runs. I do think the second time around, I watched the whole game on Monday, and if you watched, both teams were over aggressive, which hurt both teams in the long run. Tampa Bay a little bit more because they ended up losing the game. I think that they settle in. The manager is going to have to tell them and be like, boys, don't go swinging at every single first strike. You guys can't do that. You got to work the counts. I think they're going to change up their game plan, not be as aggressive, and it's going to pay dividends in this one. I love Yandy Diaz over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs on Tuesday. And next, right there in that same game, we're taking Chandler Simpson. He's been scorching hot. As you can see, he just got 4 against them on Monday. Now, I guess I can't say scorching hot because he's only done this in 4 of his last 10, but he's had some very bright, shining moments. I love him to score a run in this one. When he gets on base, he is the fastest man on that field. So we like him to get a hit, score a run, cash us out over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs here in this one. As you can see as well, 0 for 3 against Baz. Did not do well against him in the last time that they faced each other. But against those righties, he's got that 310. And I just don't think Baz is good enough to make Simpson go 0 for 5, 0 for 6 in this one. So we like Simpson to get hit and score a run. I'm calling it. That's what I think he does in this ball game. So we're going to take him for over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Next, we're going to a team that should be lights out on Tuesday. Now, we've seen some weird stuff this past weekend. Ever since Saturday, it seems like the teams that are supposed to win, that should be winning, are just not getting the job done. Now, I do think the Boston Red Sox will put up a bit of a fight here, but Atlanta just played very poorly against what appears to be a hot Nationals team. They just scored 100 runs on Monday against the Guardians. We like the Guardians, and they out-hit them from start to finish. They started the first inning off with a home run, a double, and a home run. That is insane. I do think that the Atlanta Braves are going to come out of that series, which a lot of runs weren't scored. The Braves scored 1 there, 0 there, and they won this game 1 of that series 5-4. But other than that, they cooled off a little bit. Fresh series, fresh atmosphere. I think they're going to go up to Boston, probably beat them back to Beantown. We'll see what happens as far as that goes. Not going to pick a winner or a loser just in case the Braves are cooling down a little bit, because you got to remember, teams in the MLB, long season. Teams are going to go through streaks where they are unstoppable, and you'll think they're the best team in the MLB, and then next month they won't win a game for weeks. I don't think that's going to happen with the Braves. I do think this game has the potential to be the highest scoring game on the entire slate. That is even to include the Rockies versus the Dodgers. I think that this game has the potential to score over 10 runs in it. I love this matchup for us here on Tuesday. And I love Ozzie Albies. He's been very good as of late, 4 of his last 10, averaging that 1.5. He got that 3 hits and 1 run in that last game of the series to the Nationals. And as you can see here, phenomenal statistical data, a good data set, 29 plate appearances, 9 hits, 3 home runs, and 11 RBIs, and hasn't struck out very much against Ranger Suarez, who has some good stuff and typically strikes out quite a few guys every time he's on the mound. But I don't think he's going to get it done on Tuesday, and I like Ozzy Albies to get it done on Tuesday. As you can see, against those left-handed pitchers, he's batting a nice 306. Now Suarez, he does a little bit better against those righties. He doesn't give up a ton of runs. We also have the bullpen to work with here, but like I said, I do think that this matchup is going to be one of the higher scoring, and that's crazy to say because we got Ranger Suarez versus Strider on the mound for Atlanta, 2 very good low ERA pitchers, but I do like this game to have the potential here. And on top of all of that, he gives up a 198 batting average allowed, but it's a grain of salt. I tell you guys all the time, he's faced 143 right-handed batters. I bet you about 120 of them are not very good. So we're taking Ozzy here. I think he's going to get hot. I think this data set that we're seeing here is one of the highest and best between a pitcher and batter that we have on this entire slate on Tuesday. We're taking Ozzy Albies over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Before we go any further, I don't think we took him on any plays. Maybe we did. Probably definitely didn't cash. Can we just talk about for a second that I was bad-mouthing Amaya, the starting pitcher for the Astros on Monday, and the dude threw a no-hitter through 6 innings, and then the Astros, got a combined game no-hitter. It also grinds my gears when managers take out a pitcher that's doing that well. Let him go the 9 and see if he can get the complete game no-hitter. What are we doing? But that's pretty crazy. He had bad statistics. Texas, I thought, was going to win that game, and then they ended up getting no hit. That's just baseball. Sometimes it just be like that. But one thing we do absolutely love, back to the plays on Tuesday, Matty Olson. He's been cold. He hasn't been doing much at all. Like I said, cold. 2 of his last 10. 1.1 average in that span. He finally mustered a hit for us in the last game of the series against the Nationals. Finally getting on base. Other than that, 0, 0, 0. He had these 2 breakout games before that, 0 or 1, 1, 0, 0, not doing well. And he was one of the hottest pitchers in the MLB, or hitters rather, in the MLB. I like him to get back here. I like him to get back here. He's not going to stay that bad for that long. We saw it. I called Aaron Judge on Saturday. It ended up being the Sunday game, but I told you guys he hasn't hit a home run in 12 games. He's going to get a home run in this game. He's going to have a good game. Yada, yada, yada. Listen, I think Matt Olson is going to be that guy for us on Tuesday. He's got a good data set as well against Suarez. 7 hits, 32 plate appearances. Nice data set. Lots of plate appearances. We love to see that. 250 batting average. Some of these are also extra base hits, which brings us to some of these plays at the end of the video. We're talking about them. We're breaking them down, but they're going to be a little bit different at the end when I show you exactly how I lock them in. As you can see, please don't skip ahead. YouTube factors in watch time, so everybody's still watching, grinding out these videos, listening to me talk. We're having a fun time. Please don't skip ahead if you have to. If you're sick of hearing me talk, mute it, play it in the background, whatever you got to do. But YouTube is ranking watch time and how much time you watch without skipping. All that stuff is the highest metric now. So I appreciate all you guys riding through the whole video. But Matty Olson, back to this. I like him for over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI, or total bases. I like him for over 1.5 total bases here on Tuesday. Nice plus money play as well. If you have a sports book, you can lock this one in straight. Would not be mad at you. I do think he gets back in this game. As you can see, his 1 hit in that Nationals game there, in that series even, was an extra base hit. We scroll down a little bit, and you'll also notice that 7 of his hits, he's got 9 total bases. So 2 of them were for extra bases. I like him to bounce one off the wall, maybe get a double for us here in this spot, potentially even a home run. Now, Suarez does tend to keep the ball in the park, but we do like Matty Olson in this one. I think he's going to have a nice breakout game, get back on track. As you can see, 4 games in a row where he did not muster much at all. Like him to get it done for us. Just look at this. 4 games in a row, 2 breakouts. So whether he goes on a 5, 6, 7 game spree, I do not know, but I do like him to have a breakout game or 2 in this series, and I think Tuesday is going to be the start of that. So we're taking him for over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. You can take him for total bases, or you can wait and see what we take him for at the end. Next one I love. I told you he was going to get hot. He's not going to stay down for long. I like him for over 1.5 in this one. Had a phenomenal game here on Monday where they did get the win. He did hit an extra base hit in that matchup. We had him for total bases, not hit, runs, and RBIs. Today, on Tuesday, we're taking it for hits, runs, and RBIs. I think there's going to be a little bit more runs scored in this matchup. It's kind of crazy to me, though, I will admit this, that Monday wasn't more of a bomb fest because the weather was absolutely sensational. Out of all the ballparks and the weather graded, I had this one graded the best, highest potential for a ton of home runs. I believe Bobby Witt was the only one to get one. I'd have to double check. Missed some of the Yankee game, unfortunately, because I was out mowing the lawn and building my wife's irrigation system for our garden. So I missed some of this game. And also at the same time, Tampa Bay was in extra innings. That was the free play. I wanted to watch that one for you guys so I could definitely digest it and regurgitate it to you guys exactly what happened. So I missed a ton of the Yankee game. Ended up getting the W, though, so that's all that matters. But Aaron Judge did cash us out on the total basis. I like him for over 1.5 in this spot. I think there's going to be, like I said, more runs scored in this matchup. Falter, as you can see, Judge 0-2 against him. Not a huge data size. I do not really care about that 0-2. In fact, I might even like it a little bit. I say it all the time, but I just don't think Aaron Judge is going to go 0 for 4, 0 for 5 against Falter. I think he's going to get a ton of opportunities against him before they even go to the bullpen. And against those righties, he gives up 1.5 home runs per 9, 10.50 ERA. I could definitely see Aaron Judge hitting a home run on Tuesday in this spot. As you can see here, he's got this one, and we called this one. All these were zeros. We'll see what he does as far as home runs go. I do have a home run play for you guys at the end. But I love him in this one for over 1.5. Excuse me. You can definitely take him for just the one. That's the only line that's available for me at the moment. So we love Aaron Judge on Tuesday. Another player on the Yankees that we absolutely love all season long and on Tuesday, Ben Rice. We're taking him for 1. I would take him up to 1.5. As you can see here, he didn't do anything on Sunday or Monday. We like him to bounce back on Tuesday. Just don't think he's going to do it 3 games in a row on us. You could definitely just take him for the 1 here. We do have a play at the end. It's a 10x payout, and we only took him for the 1. Like him for up to 1.5. It's on you. It's your money. But as you can see, Falter, 1 for 4, 250 batting average. Again, does not matter to me. He struck out one of those at-bats as well. 4 at-bats, 4 plate appearances against somebody is like basically 0 in my eyes. Against those lefties, though, that average is a little bit deceiving. Ben Rice had a spree there where he was destroying lefties. He's batting a 260 overall against them, but he's got 7 RBIs and 8 hits. And as you can see, Falter gives up a huge batting average allowed there, but he's only played 13 or faced 13 left-handed batters, so doesn't mean much. And we just finished and won our premium play with the New York Knicks. At least Cleveland kept it close, 130-93. So good on you, Cleveland. Way to show up in game 4 in that one. But we like Ben Rice over 1.5 or 1 hits, runs, and RBIs in that same game. And this is one of my favorite player props on the entire slate. If you're going to take just one, make it this one. Cam Schlittler over 5.5 strikeouts. This dude is an absolute phenom, pitching electric. He is, in my opinion, one of the best pitchers in the MLB this year. Him and Jacob Misiworski. We had Jacob yesterday for his strikeouts. He got a 10 or more in that matchup. We like Cam Schlittler to get 7 or 8 in this matchup. Wouldn't be mad if you took him at 5.5 and then laddered that up to 8 for those plus money payouts. But I love Cam Schlittler in this matchup. He's done it in 8 of his last 10. Head-to-head, albeit way back on the 17th where he got 6 against the Kansas City Royals. Like him to have even more success. He's going to be able to attack them any which way that he wants. As you can see here, 4.50 hits per 9 against the Royals in his last outing. 0 for 0 with a 0 ERA in that matchup. Overall, though, Kansas City, not a huge strikeout team. We're leaning more on the fact that Cam Schlittler's stuff is just not hittable, and we love him in this spot. I think he's going to mix it up a little bit too because, like I said, he's already played them once. He's not going to come out with the same pitching arsenal. He's going to have to mix it up, find his spots. He's got great stuff. We're taking Cam Schlittler over 5.5 strikeouts. And next, we got Junior Caminero in this spot over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. I also like his total baseline if you wanted to give that a look for that plus money. Do think he probably musters up a double at least in this spot. Didn't have an overwhelmingly impressive game. He got 1 hit and 1 single on Monday there against Bradish, but now he's going up against Baz. He's got the 1 hit already, 1 for 3, but like I've already said, that's pretty much going 0 for 0 in my mind. Do not matter at all. And in his 1 hit, it was only a single back when they played each other earlier in the season. I don't care. Junior Caminero, we're going to take him to have a big swing here on Tuesday for us. 2 games in a row, not clearing the 1.5. 2 games in a row, not clearing the total bases. We like him to hit a big hit, an extra base hit on Tuesday, maybe drive somebody in as well. And Baz, guys, the Orioles pitching staff is not good. They're not good. He's got a 5.40 ERA against those righties, 4.87 overall. Shane Baz is not a good pitcher. I don't care if he even pitches a good game in this one. He's still not a good pitcher. I think the Rays get hot once again, stay hot, whatever you want to say. 2 in a row they've lost. I think they get this 3rd one. Don't think it's going to be a 3-game losing streak in this matchup. We're going with Junior Caminero over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And last but not least, Shohei Ohtani plus money on Fanatics. I took it already for the screenshot for you guys at the end of the video on FanDuel. Do not recommend doing that. They're like the only app that doesn't have everything that the other apps have, where they refund you your money if the guy gets a reboot. They don't have a reboot or anything like that. They're like the only one left that doesn't do that. It's because they're the most popular. They don't need to. Everybody uses FanDuel, except if you're here and you're smart enough to know that they are scamming you. But I say that we're taking Shohei Ohtani over 1.5 total bases. Plus money over there. You can find it pretty much anywhere. We'll probably even knock it down on Prizepicks and match it with something else. I'll get into that more. But he's been scorching hot as well. I mean, look at this. 5.2, 5.3, 2, 4.4. I mean, it goes on and on. 2.8 average, 8 of his last 10. He's already done it on Monday, getting a double in his first at-bat of the game, clearing us out because we did have him in that one that I showed you in the very beginning of the video. Like him to do it again in this spot. It's a relatively low-scoring game here on Monday. Do not think that's going to happen 2 games in a row, not against Colorado, and they're maybe the only pitching staff that's worse than the Orioles, in my opinion, is the Colorado Rockies. Do think that the Dodgers end up putting up some more runs in this one. But we have Shohei over the 1.5 total bases. As you can see, going up against Freeland, like we said, not good pitching staff for the Colorado Rockies. Shohei Ohtani, 12 plate appearances, 7 hits, 14 total bases, 3 extra base hits, batting at .636 against those lefties. He's eating. Freeland, doesn't matter who he's playing up against, not doing well. We like Shohei over 1.5 total bases. And here's a couple ways you could lock them in. This one is a 10x payout. We have Aaron Judge and Ben Rice over 1.5, Ozzie Albies over 1.5, Yandy and Chandler over 1.5 here. 10x payout on this one. If you don't want to take the risk, do not take the play. Now, I have said it before, but nobody else on YouTube gives you 12 different player props in a free play video. I like to break them down for you guys, take some risks, but I've been catching a lot of flack from some of you guys for not hitting at a higher rate. So we're going to have built-in safe plays that will hit at a higher rate so that you guys can build your money easier. So if you are not inclined to take risk, don't take a 10x payout. If we hit it, it'll be fantastic. Do I like every single line on this play? Absolutely. I would not be putting my money on it, but it's still a 10x play. It's still risky. So don't give me no shit if it doesn't hit. Next, we got Junior Caminero and Matt Olson over 1.5 total bases. Like both of these guys to break out of it. Junior Caminero's not really breaking out of anything. He just had a little bit of an off day in his last 2 games. And Matt Olson, though, has been having some bad days. This one is a 3.5x payout. I do believe, I'd have to double check, but I do like this one. Again, a little bit risky, I guess, on that one. I'm trying to check for you guys what the payout is here. Hold on. Sorry, wait a minute. Yeah, it's a 3.75x payout on this one. I got to start to screenshot in the top. But we like that one. We like them both for over 1.5 total bases. And then this one is our NBA play. Super juice, knocking everything down. Little 2x banger for you guys. Simply safe. Absolutely love it. Now, the next play is probably the safest on the entire card, especially if you lock in on Prizepicks and take just one total base. But this is going to 2.5 extra money. We love Cam Schlittler to have an absolute game. Think we're going to take him for 5 here. Think he gets at least 8. And then we got Shohei Ohtani for 2 total bases on that one. We're locking all of these in if you can over on Sleeper. Definitely do not use FanDuel. You get a free $20 entry when you don't even have to deposit. With code FFAPE, you get a $100 deposit match, a free 30 days, the free squares. It goes on. And then for our home run plays or any of these plays, if you want to lock in that 10x, use Betr. That way you don't even have to sweat it. You get $200 in no sweat entries with code FFAPE, so you can lock in these plays. And if it loses, you get your money back. We're taking Junior Caminero and someone on our banned list that I'm bringing back because I was just scrolling through home runs looking for someone I liked, and he jumped off the screen at me. I think Ian Happ's going to do it for us. You know, everybody that's been here knows he's been my kryptonite. Every time we take him, he doesn't do anything. But we're going to take him for a home run in this spot. Something's just speaking to me. If you don't want to take it, don't take it. But I like Ian Happ, Junior Caminero. I also like Aaron Judge as well. Couldn't find him for home runs just yet. And then we got a nice parlay for you guys. We're taking the Oklahoma City Thunder and Tampa Bay. I said I wasn't going to have Tampa Bay on the play, but I lied, I guess, because I love Tampa Bay. I wanted to give you guys this one. I had a couple plays in mind for you guys. I just think Oklahoma City is going to win this one at home, take the series lead, and then Tampa Bay, they're not going to lose 3 in a row. They can't lose 3 in a row. Don't do it to us. $50 to win $150 on this one over on Kalshi. Make sure you're signing up with code FFAPE. Get your free $10 and that 45 days of premium. That's all I got for you. It's a beautiful Tuesday. Let's enjoy it. Hope you guys had a fabulous Memorial Day weekend. I know mine was okay. The weather could have been better, but you can't do anything about Mother Nature. Let's go make some money on Tuesday. I hope you cash all your bets, even if you didn't get them from me. I'll see you in the next one.